Conor McGregor mocks Henry Cejudo. New details regarding Tony Ferguson's arrest revealed. Colby Covington gives his thoughts on Belal Muhammad. And Dana White grilled by a journalist after making huge claims about POWERSLAP's social media metrics. Henry Cejudo got a taste of his own medicine after losing to Aljamain Sterling in his bantamweight title fight at UFC 288. In May of 2022, Cejudo gave a few unsolicited tips to Conor McGregor after the Irishman posted a video of him training on the mats. McGregor, who is known for settling his scores, returned the favor by mocking and giving tips to Cejudo following his split decision defeat to Sterling.
Okay, Henry, this one's for you, my man, right? Some of the things, oh my God, you blew I couldn't believe what I was seeing, right? So you were here like this, right? And you were doing this, and I was like, you were doing this little thing, and I was like, what the f*** is that? I've never seen nothing like it. This guy is a f***ing genius, yeah? So you were doing this really well, yeah? If you'd have just done it this way, man, you're a clean shot, bro.
Man, Conor McGregor don't got on my resume. That's all I gotta say.
Naturally, Cejudo fired back in a tweet by accusing McGregor of using gym candy. Quote, "Hey Conor McGregor, your grappling's so bad that you can't even submit a clean urine sample. I've seen more intimidating men on a can of Bud Light." McGregor wasn't the only one watching the bantamweight main event. UFC flyweight champion Brandon Moreno also kept a close eye on it and urged Cejudo to fight him before retiring. Quote, "Henry, don't retire yet. Please wait for me. I'm going to win my fight in July and then we can finish business. The main event in Mexico City. I will move up to bantamweight. Belts, just you and me in the octagon." During the UFC 288 post-fight press conference, Cejudo said that he'll fight Moreno if the price is right.
I guess now everybody wants a piece of me, huh? Man, I guess we'll talk about it. I mean, money talks. If the UFC wants to put it together and there's a nice little budget in for both of us, I ain't doing it in Mexico though. Hell no. We can do it here in America or something like that, but I'm not opposed to any of that.
Yeah. Another fighter Cejudo would love to lock horns with is Merab Dvalishvili, who stole Sean O'Malley's Thriller jacket and, quite literally, the show at UFC 288. During his post-fight Octagon interview with Joe Rogan, Sterling invited O'Malley in the cage for a face-off. Sugar Sean took his Thriller jacket off and had a staff member hold it. Dvalishvili somehow got a hold of the jacket, wore it, then jumped onto the cage and celebrated. O'Malley was initially pretty pissed, but later said that he'll send it to Dvalishvili since it looked pretty good on him.
Yeah, I know. I thought that dude was my coat guy. I had a coat guy the night because I knew I was going to take my jacket off, but they didn't, they didn't let him in there. So I thought Merab was the coat dude. I handed it to Merab, so can't even be mad at Merab. I don't think he's quite all there, so it's like I don't want to be a bully, but yeah, he's a funny character.
Were you annoyed once you saw that he was wearing it?
No, to be honest, I thought he looks good in that jacket. I might send it to him. He probably needs a nice little fashion.
And then it gets like a little bit heated inside. Was it because of the Merab thing or was it because of the Aljo thing? It was kind of hard to keep track.
I was just fired up, Ariel.
Yeah.
I was just fired up, had some adrenaline ready. Seeing Aljo with that belt towering over him. He's smaller than I thought. I know how strong he is. I know, he's a jacked looking dude, but being in there face to face with him, I mean, you see the pictures. Imagine me versus Henry.
Who do you think will win a potential bantamweight title fight between Aljamain Sterling and Sean O'Malley? And where does Merab Dvalishvili fit into all of this? New details have emerged regarding Tony Ferguson's arrest over driving under the influence in Hollywood Sunday pre-dawn. Ferguson was arrested as per police records after allegedly crashing his truck into two parked cars outside a nightclub. According to the latest details, he crashed into four, with one of the vehicles, a Mercedes, being owned by a rapper named Cash Gotti. Ferguson's bond was initially set at $30,000, but he was released hours later on his own recognizance. Ferguson and another passenger, whose identity hasn't been revealed yet, escaped without sustaining major injuries. However, an unidentified person sustained injuries due to the crash and was taken to the hospital. Ferguson was very uncooperative when taken into custody and refused to undergo a sobriety test. Belal Muhammad believes he's cemented his place as the division's #1 contender after dominating Gilbert Burns in the UFC 288 co-main event. But Colby Covington says his work is not done yet. After outstriking Burns and earning a comfortable decision victory at UFC 288, Muhammad said that he deserves to fight the winner of the welterweight title fight between Leon Edwards and Colby Covington.
And now I earned my shot. I took my shot. There's no denying me now.
Covington is the next in line to fight Leon Edwards, and the fight between the two will likely take place by the end of this year. Since Colby thinks Muhammad doesn't have enough star power, the UFC won't allow him to sit around and wait for a title shot. Belal will have to fight one more time, according to the former interim UFC welterweight champion.
Maybe the next fight I'm gonna pull guard. I'm gonna show you guys that I can do it all. It's martial arts, mixed martial arts, and I can do all the mixing.
And the last one from me, October, being that there's no announcement for Leon and Colby yet, might be a bit soon for the title. How long are you willing to wait for that fight?
I mean,
despite earning a dominant win against Burns, Muhammad received quite a lot of flack from fans, as well as the biggest combat sports star Conor McGregor, who called Muhammad versus Burns a quote-unquote piss-poor fight in a since-deleted tweet. John Anik came to Muhammad's defense and told fans to stop hating on MMA fighters. Quote, "Imagine spending a ton of your recreational time just hating on professional athletes. It's one's right, but these men and women work so hard and fight so hard and deserve the ultimate respect. Greatest athletes in the world. Even Burns is backing Muhammad to get the title." Quote, "Shout out to Belal Muhammad. Great win. Wish you nothing but the best. Go get the title. Stop the hate and start to appreciate." Will Belal Muhammad get his hands on the UFC welterweight title? Dana White has made wild claims about the POWERSLAP League, saying that the deal he recently made for his slap fighting business is more substantial than the initial UFC deal with Spike TV, worth $170 million a year for The Ultimate Fighter. Dana also claimed that POWERSLAP's latest edition did a record-breaking 3.2 million live views on the online video platform Rumble.
Of it on there.
It's been incredible. The deal that I just cut for Slap is bigger than the UFC deal we cut with Spike TV after the first season of The Ultimate Fighter. I don't give a shit what the media says about it. They don't matter.
So money-wise, it's working out, is what you're saying, basically.
It's fucking unbelievable. Not only is it unbelievable money-wise, it's been unbelievable as far as social media goes. We're #1 in all of sports. And when I say all of sports, if you take the NFL, the NBA, the NHL, F1, WWE, and who am I forgetting, and added them all together, their numbers don't come.
That's when things took a dramatic turn. An MMA Mania reporter who had asked Dana about POWERSLAP countered the UFC president by saying that his numbers were blown way out of proportion. Dana turned to one of his staff members, who confirmed that the highest number of live viewers was only 21,000 instead of over 3 million, which was the total number of views.
For the finale of it, and I saw the numbers on Rumble, and there were people watching, but...
There were people watching. It did 3.2 million viewers, and 1.7 million of them had never been to Rumble before.
Well, I was one of those, that's for sure.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
But it certainly, that number didn't show up on that counter that Rumble had.
But that's how it works when you stream. When it's streaming, it's not really the actual number right there. It's the same thing when you go live on Instagram. I mean, is Eric in here? What's a like if you have a big number and you're streaming, how does that exactly work?
Kind of the same as you're saying. So we did Instagram
Right.
Live tonight for the walkout for the red corner food court, the main event. Because we had 21,000 concurrent. We don't have a total.
Yeah. So he was saying 21,000 concurrents. What's a massive number when you're streaming? I mean, we were the biggest stream on a Saturday for Slap. The good thing is that most of you guys don't understand social media and how it works.
What do you make of Dana White's claims? Give us your thoughts on today's stories in the comments below. If you liked our video, please show us some love by subscribing and turning on notifications so we can keep bringing you the stories that you love. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.